morning, fellow watchers of Ultimate Racing League. Back for another season, this time around League 3, the Super Touring Car League, GR4 Spec. A few promotions from last season. I think a few got relegated. If I'm wrong, just correct me. This time around Tokyo Expressway, south clockwise, got a little chicane in the middle, so it can become quite tricky. So practice if you can, but some are practice, some ain't. Who knows? I don't know. Only they know. So, Paul Neal, promoted from last season. I think he won the overall championship. I was battling with him. It was quite close until I had to back out. So it's unfortunate there. So I stay in League 4. He's in League 3, so he's got the promotion. Smoky Tom, and then this is Sylvia in second. And then we've got Vexed, which I think is Vexed Man in the Viper. It does a bit of commentary as well for URL, I think, and other leagues. Viking Daddy was my teammate last time out in League 4. He's promoted to League 3, so congrats, mate. Go smash it. Biggie in P5 in the McLaren. Firepower in the Jaguar in P6. Slowpoke P7 in the other NSX. Bragg there, promoted again from League 4. And this time around he's in a Lexus, when last season he used a Subaru. Dizzy Rip in the Ferrari, Asbo in the other McLaren with his teammate just up ahead, G Smurf likewise with his teammate up ahead in the leather, and Stealth, who runs the league in 12th. So there's a lot to do, plus racing, plus hosting and whatnot. Anyway, let's crack on with the race. I think it's 20 minutes. Per two races, and then the last race is half an hour. Off they go. Neal with a good start there. The Jagger in the background, but what happened to Viking? Viking just seemed to have a late reaction there. Be interesting to see from Viking's point of view. He seems to have a late reaction from the start. No, he jumped start, so it's unfortunate there. So up we go one. So head in. It's a bit of a weird track. It can become quite tricky, but they're all through at the minute. And nicely does it, lads. They're all through Slowpoke. They're looking ahead at Biggie, or run it a bit wide there. I think that was Dizzy Rip, ran a little bit wide. G Smurf in 9th. Stealth up to 10th, so good start from Stealth. Asbo in 11th and Viking with that jump start, unfortunately down in 12th position. 20-minute race, a long way to go. They head under the tunnel, well, the bridge, sorry, for the first time. The hairpin. They sort of like head up, it's like a long back straight leading towards a chicane, which can become quite tricky. So perfecting it, there's a bit of a battle on here. G Smurf and Dizzy Rip battling side by side. Dizzy Rip, top end of that Ferrari's a lot better than the Jaguar, I would say. And then we have got the lights of Asbo in the mix as well. So Asbo looking at G Smurf. Will he get this move done at all? No, we're just sitting on board with him at the minute. We go out for the minute as they sweep round this right-hander as they drop down now, and they come up to the infamous chicane. Let's see how Neal does this. So you clip that, ride it nice. And yeah, some got through okay. I think a couple have struggled. No, they all seem okay at the minute. So some would take it semi-flat and some would just take it nice and easy. Stealth there. What happened to Bragg? What's happened to Bragg? He's got that penalty. I'm not sure where he's got that penalty to. Here we go. So under the motorway. And he goes around. There's a rear end kick out. No contact there. So rear end's going. So he sort of like corrected it. Let's see from who was that? Dizzy Rip. So Dizzy Rip's point of view. We didn't want this one. So yeah, Bragg was already going. So that's an unfortunate one there. But if they deem it like he made the turn even worse, made him spin out even worse, then you can get it investigated. But I think Bragg was going already there, which is unfortunate. 1.5 second penny, but crack on. There's a long way to go. So Neal will go through that chicane again. So Neal in P1, followed by Smoky Tom in that P2. The front two seats will be breaking away now from Vexed in that Viper. Firepower backing off a bit as well. 0.5 second penalty. Biggie there up to 5th, so a good start for Biggie. Slowpoke in 6th, on lap 2 already. 20-minute races, GR4. I didn't quite look at the settings, but I'll have that for the next race anyway. Like I said, next races will be out on Friday, race 2 and 3. So I get race 1 out today, and they will come. So then, Neil, Smokey ain't letting me get away. You will get that purple sector on lap 2. So it's just the norm for the game. We've got Vex just in the background there, and Smoky Tom looking at the rear. Neil, NSX top end isn't great, but the Sylvia, they nerfed it a little bit, so it's probably hampered a little bit. So that move isn't done yet. Vex is just mingling around there in 3rd. Firepower still with that 0.5 second penalty. That will burn off automatically when they hit some yellow markers on the track. But back here we've got 5th, we've got Biggie, and then we've got Slowpoke. So yeah, Biggie's breaking away a little bit now, but Slowpoke in that other NSX, he's got the likes of Dizzy Rip behind him and Viking. So Viking up to 8th. So Dizzy Rip looking for this move. Will he get this move? Not yet, I don't think. They're side by side, go around this sweeping right-hander. Dizzy Rip lets off the accelerator, maybe looking for the cut back in the inside as they drop down the hill. Yeah, and then we've got Viking as well, so it's almost, it is free abreast, it was free abreast there. So Viking got that move as they entered the into the chicane. Viking, nice move there from Viking up to that 7th place. So I'm looking at it again. So on board with Viking now. Or Dizzy Rip did break it a little bit earlier, but still Viking made that move, and yeah, he's up to 7th. So up we go. So then Dizzy Rip 8th, Asbo 9th. Gaps to the rear, which is unfortunate. And Bragg still trying to close that gap to Stealth, but Stealth is falling away a bit now. So he may fall into the hands of Bragg come on in later in the race. Who knows? Right then. Bit slurry for words at the minute. Need some more coffee, that's what it is. So Neil, 140.013, fast lap at the minute. Smoky Tom still there, so it's Smoky up to a little bit of a game here. I'm not, fuel's on, tyre wear probably not massive, probably ×2, something like that. Vex now dropping back a bit in that Viper, but still he is breaking away even more. But Biggie's up to 4th now. What's happened here? Let's get back here. So Biggie seems to have got that move done. Yeah, here you go, to the inside there. We got that move late on. So Biggie in that 5th. So he's looking at Firepower. Maybe Firepower got rid of that penalty, but he seems to have slowed up quite a lot there. So yeah, Biggie up the inside there of Firepower. Biggie, thank you, mate. See you later. So then off they go. So Biggie now breaking away already. A few attempts, Firepower, maybe staying that slipstream, but behind he's got Viking Daddy up to 6th now. So Viking Daddy up to 6th after that slow start. Yeah, he's slowly making his way through. Corvette got a pretty good top end in he already. He's looking for that move on Firepower. Now will Firepower defend? So I think the Corvette may have him. So long old straight, so we'll stay with this for in a minute. So yeah, Viking's looking, will he look to the inside? No, Firepower's defending that. Biggie just up ahead, so these two catching Biggie quite quick when Biggie was making, oh, Viking to the inside there, and again, another move there. Does he make that stay? He does indeed, so nice move there again for Viking, but Firepower's looking to the inside, coming right back at, no, I thought he would have gone for that move again, but he hasn't. He thought better of it anyway. So then, up the front, Neil now, he's still, Smokey's still there, so I think Neil just put his foot down a little bit because Smokey ain't letting you getting away so easy. So and then Vex is definitely dropping back now, but he's all right. He's comfy in a minute because him and Biggie have got quite a bit of a gap now. But the battle 6, 7, 8 is still there. Dizzy Rip just lurking. Asbo closing up as well. So Asbo is closing up. Now you can see you can see the 5 cars ahead. Stealth there. Stealth has put his foot down now. 41.836. All on the racing soft. G Smurf unfortunately back in, well, falling back a bit now. There's a train, major train, mate. And then Bragg there. He is closing, Bragg. 141.880. So he's closing that Lexus. tyre wear minimal. Let's see what he can do. So Neil looks like Smokey's still there. A few temps maybe, but Smokey falling a little bit back now. Redness on the tyre wear coming in. Vex, yeah, is definitely falling back, but will he fall into the clutches of Biggie? And then look at this, Viking Daddy looking at Biggie. Now will Viking Daddy dive somewhere later on the brakes, or will he wait for his opportunity to pass cleanly? No, Viking has moved down there. The McLaren is good top end as well. We've got battle on behind as well, but will Viking get this move? He's thinking about it. Biggie's not letting him go on by so easy. So now will Viking switch to the one side down and wake up. Oh, through the chicane, nice, he does it, and Viking just backed off there. So yeah, Biggie quicker through that chicane. Vikings drop back a bit, and then Firepower is now breaking away from Dizzy Rip. So Dizzy Rip up to 7. What's going on here? Firepower 6, Dizzy Rip, Slowpoke, Asbo. Yeah, change of position. Yeah, because nothing's changed at the back. Stealth still in 10th. Asbo in on the right then. Slowpoke. Now, because Slowpoke getting a move on to Dizzy Rip. NSX is good round corners, mine. The Ferrari's even better on the straight. But maybe Slowpoke will close at that gap in corners. I think he will. Right then, up we go. Because they're going under the motorway bridge for the 5th time. Nothing's happening in a minute. What's this then? Viking Daddy and Biggie battling. So Biggie and Viking battling for that 4th position technically. But by these two battling, you're going to enable Firepower to close up. Who's in that SIP? So they're Viking looking at Biggie. Biggie still defending that inside, well, I'll call it outside line actually. And then Viking, he's still looking Viking. And will Viking get this move done onto Biggie? All the while, there's Firepower. He's like, carry on lads, I'm coming. And yeah, will Viking look to the inside round as right sweeping long hander? He does indeed. Will Biggie defend it? Oh, Biggie into the wall. That's unfortunate. That will now enable Firepower to close up in that Jaguar. There's a yellow flag. There's a yellow flag. Who is that? That is Vexed. What's gone on with Vexed? Oh, someone's hitting to the back of him. It's like the last race of British touring cars. Here we go. Chicane. Oh, broke a little bit late into the barrier. Have that. Who comes on through? There's Vex there. Oh, Viking got through. Oh, that was Biggie. So Vex gives the barrier a kiss. So have that, mate. Yeah, thank you very much. And then Biggie, unfortunately, I think at the time Vex was ghosted. No, he was not. Yeah, he was. And then Biggie, unavoidable, straight to the back. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. He's probably banging the steering wheel. Vex is like facing the other way, thinking sod going the right way. I'm going to go the other way. And Biggie's thinking like, yeah. I keep the words to myself and let's crack on. Anyway. So, Biggie got it all to do again, but it's quite a way behind. So there's his teammate. There's Biggie. And then Firepower's behind as well, so Firepower got caught up in that. So chicane, it's so tricky. It's perfecting, you know. If you're too fast entering, you're gonna hit the barrier, it'll spin out. Slow in, fast out, as they say. You know, Vex there, 3-second penalty. Technically, there's not a lot he can do now because Bragg is catching him up. Stealth down to 12. So Bragg 141.756, fast lap 139.626. Neil has now broken away with Smoky Tom. Yeah. So Neil heading down to the chicane for the 6th time. We'll do sort of like an onboard lap in a minute with a car. I normally switch it weeks anyway. Do like Neil, then Smoky Tom, and then Slowpoke, and so on and so on. So Viking up to 3rd. Just think, right, Viking, if you didn't have that false start, you would have been probably battling for the lead of the race with Smokey as well. Because you're way behind in 3rd now. If you didn't have that false start, you would have been closer to the top 2. And who knows what would have happened. Slowpoke in that 4th. DJ Rip in 5th. Asbo in the slip now. No one behind him. Biggie with that moment earlier on, unavoidable really for the chicane. We can't even see Biggie yet. He's just coming around now. There he is. So Asbo looking at Dizzy Rip. Dizzy Rip a little bit deep entering, but got it right exiting. So yeah, he's all right for the minute. Slowpoke up ahead. So Slowpoke is being caught. He's falling back from Viking Daddy now, and I think Asbo, he's got 9 minutes to go. So choice is his when he goes and move there. Slightest contact there. Robin racing, as they say, you know. But still, these things can just concentrate on themselves. Maybe try and help each other to close up Slowpoke in that. But look at this, here you go. Asbo looking. Asbo is looking at Dizzy Rip. Hello, mate. Hello. So here we go. Asbo, but similar top end. Both of these cars, and yeah, Dizzy Rip, Asbo side by side, sweeping long right hander. Will Dizzy Rip go back to the inside maybe? Dizzy Rip's like, have that, I'm gonna kiss your rear end, I'm gonna follow you. Backs off with the chicane. He does indeed. So come on, switch camera. Is that a penalty for Asbo there, or was he borderline? Oh, Dizzy Rip coming right back at Asbo. And there again, they're side by side. They're side by side. Great racing, lads. Brilliant racing. They're still side by side. Hello. Yeah, still side by. Oh, have that barrier. Asbo into the barrier. Oh, he's coming at him. 1.5 second penalty. That is basically gifted Asbo. That come on, switch. That Asbo gifted 5th place. Oh, he eases up. Lets him go on by. Probably annoyed at himself hitting that barrier. So wall contact is on. Good to know for future races. Biggie, will he close up to the Dizzy Rip? He probably will, you know. He probably will. Because Biggie's there, coming around the hairpin, and Dizzy Rip's just there with that 1.5 second penalty. Right then, it's all quieting down now. Bex is there, Stealth is there, Brag's there. G Smurf's got 1.5 as well, so he may fall back to 11. Well, he probably will fall back to 11. So, through the chicane, nil. Right then, nothing's happening at the minute. Yeah, it's all quieting down now. So then, onboard lap. So we go start finish line. Now, start finish line. How you perfect this track, lap after lap, is completely down to the driver. We'll give you the driver's perspective, and I'll keep quiet for a minute. So that gives you the point of view from a driver's side, what it's like around the track, what they got to deal with, how they brake, how they ease off, the accelerator, so on and so on, whether they trail brake or not. But yeah, perfect lap there from Neil. 3/10 off his best time, but he's got a comfy lead, so he's got nothing to worry about. Smoky Tom in that second on his own as well. Viking Daddy in P3. But Slowpoke seems like he's catching Viking Daddy a little bit. Tyre wear, Viking using a bit more than Slowpoke. Who knows, could we be on to a last lap showdown maybe? Asbo in that P5. Great battling with Dizzy Rip. Unfortunately for Dizzy Rip to get that penalty. Biggie likewise through the chicane, hitting into Vex. Just unavoidable in that P7th. Firepower in P8. Here Firepower does commentary as well. Bragg there battling with Vex. So here we go, Vex and Bragg. Viper versus Lexus. You would think the Viper will have the better top end, but it seems like no, the Lexus can hold its own. No one behind, so Vex concentration is full on to Bragg there. And yeah, they go for the sweeping left-right. Left-hander coming up now. And then yeah, as they enter the chicane, is this a chicane? No, it's not. It's sort of a short straight heading under the motorway bridge. Someone's coming up behind G Smurf. He had that 1.5 second penny as well. So Vex still looking for this move over Bragg. Bragg there, can see Vex in his rear view mirror. Thinking you're not having it in a minute, mate. But who knows what would happen for the chicane. One slight mishap for the chicane could slow you up, technically cost you position. So Vex not closing up yet. Headlights on. After that, I'm gonna blind you. Yeah, no move done at the minute, even though he is closing up. Vex there. They're coming up towards the chicane now. Oh, Bragg a little bit wide there, so that has enabled Vex to go up through to that 9th place before they hit that chicane. So yeah, by Bragg running a little bit wide into that wall or concrete barrier, shall we say, and that's enabled Vex to go up to that 9th. Bragg 10th, G-Smurf 11th, Stealth to the rear in 12th. Long old season, long old way to go. So yeah, Neil P1, comfy lead for him. No one can catch him now unless he does an error, the wheels fall off. We've got around about 2 minutes to go. Smoky Tom P2, Viking Daddy P3. Slowpoke, he is catching Viking. Attempts here and there, 100%. Slowpoke is catching Viking Daddy. Yeah, there's Slow. There's Viking. Asbo P5. Dizzy Rip P6. It seems like, from my point of view, it seems like Slow's catching Viking and Rip's catching Asbo. Late on into the race. Last lap showdown. Maybe. Who knows? Biggie P7. Vex 1.5 second penalty. Firepower, sorry. 1.5 second penalty. Chicane? Yeah, chicane. 1.5. Jesus, wait, that's a lot. He's quite ahead of Vex, so he may be comfy. Yeah, probably just stay in front. Right then. Neil. Finish where he left off, maybe in League 4. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Bit of a moment there for Neil as he enters the chicane. Too much on the sausage. Almost cost him. Almost cost him, and he would have had that 1.5 second penalty as well. Sound goes as well. It's a bit of a. It's a tiny glitch in the game where that engine noise goes and it comes back. Smoky Tom, P2, Viking P3, Slowpoke P4. Neil was lucky. Neil was really lucky entering that chicane. Biggie is closing up in that P7. Firepower still with that penalty. Vex P9, Bragg P10, G Smurf P11, Stealth P12. Commentary for me is not as busy as it used to be. So if you like the video, it will improve. Bit rusty at the minute. Races 2 and 3 will be out Friday. Like, comment, subscribe if you wish. You don't have to. I just do this for enjoyment. But yeah, Ultimate Racing League, Super Touring Car League, League 3. I'm not sure who the sponsors are. If they have sponsors, I'm not sure. Like outside of Ultimate Racing League. But all the deliveries are done by URL, I think. And yeah, Dizzy Rip and Asbo battling side by side. So Dizzy Rip up to fifth. So Dizzy Rip has got that position back. So now will Asbo come back at Dizzy Rip? We have got 15 seconds to go. We need to give the man who's technically led this race from the start 1:39.626 is the fastest lap of the race. Not only does he get pole, fastest lap, will he get the win? So we're coming around now. It looks like Neil will be on for maximum points of race 1 of round 1 of League 3 Super Touring Car League. So Neil coming over the start finish line now. Well done to Neil in P1. And then we've got Smoky Tom coming over the line in P2. Great race for Smoky Tom as well. Kept with Neil, but just backed off midway through. Viking Daddy, great performance in the end, mate. Fair play. P3 was P12 at the start. Slowpoke, great race for Slowpoke. P4. Asbo battling with Dizzy Rip. Who's going to get that 5th position? Will Dizzy Rip get this 5th position off at Asbo? Oh, he's in that slipstream. Asbo gets that P5. P5 for Asbo. P6 for Dizzy Rip. Great racing, chaps. Biggie P7. Unfortunate for the chicane. Firepower, Vex and Bragg. Late battle here. So Firepower almost P8. Yeah, P8. Vex P9. Bragg P10. G Smurf in 11th. Well done everyone. Top race and all. Stealth coming around P12. I've been Idle4 Gaming. And check me out for race 2 on Friday. Well done Stealth. Well done everyone. And that's it. Well done Neil. Take care. Idle4 Gaming out of here.